Today, we celebrate the illustrious career of a true legend in Indian hockey, PR Sreejesh. From his humble beginnings at G.V. Raja Sports School to the grandest stages of the Olympics, Sreejesh's journey has been one of relentless determination, extraordinary resilience, and unwavering passion. His journey began with a dream fueled by his father's sacrifice, pushing him to chase greatness. The harsh lessons from the 2012 London Olympics only strengthened his resolve, leading to unforgettable victories, like the historic wins at the Asian Champions Trophy and the Asian Games Gold. And who can forget the crowning moment, the Olympic bronze in Tokyo 2020. As Sreejesh prepares for his final chapter in Paris, we look back on a career that has inspired millions. His story is a testament to pursuing dreams and achieving goals against all odds. In our interview, Sreejesh opened up about the challenges of being alone in the net and the mental battles that come with it. He shared his unique approach to dealing with pressure, emphasizing the importance of moving forward and living in the moment. Don't miss the full interview to hear Sreejesh's inspiring message to young fans and athletes. Sreejesh, thank you so much for joining us on Grounded. It's a pleasure to have you here. I'll get straight into the questions, and the very first question that comes to my mind when I think of PR Sreejesh is, or any other goalkeeper in hockey for example, I think you're there alone for the whole game. Essentially, you're the last line of defense, and if anything happens, if you concede a goal, like in cricket, you have the wicket keeper जिसको सबसे ज़्यादा गालियाँ पड़ती है. I'm guessing it's similar.
No, it's a bit different because if wicket keeper miss some, if he make some mistakes, he get a second opportunity to bat, and he can cover it there. But in hockey, the goalkeeper doesn't have any choice.
Right.
Rather than just stopping the balls, he can't score a goal. So it's a bit complicated for us because we are helpless.
That's the pressure I was going to ask you about. Is it a lot of pressure when you're there alone and the ball is coming towards you? Is that nerve-wracking?
Pressure is there, but when I was a kid, when I was starting, it's all about insecurity, because goalkeeping is a position where you don't have a lot of choices, and you don't have a lot of options where you feel like if I don't play today, I'll get an opportunity tomorrow.
Yeah.
You just need to be on your toes. You just need to be on your best performance every time when you are on the field. Otherwise, the coach may feel like, okay, this guy is not good enough. You need to change him and you need to bring a new goalkeeper. But for the players, it's different because in hockey, you know that it's a rolling substitution, so anybody can go anytime. They can come out anytime. So even if it's a youngster, he get a direct entry into the team just like that. But for goalkeeper, you become part of the core group. Then you become the first standby. Then you become the second goalkeeper. You sit there for almost 2 to 3 years. Then you get a chance, and you are investing this much period just to play that one match. And if you are not playing that one match in a best way, then it's in a toss.
So that must be quite difficult. You must be so hard on yourself, because if you do concede a goal, like you said, there's no second option.
Yes.
There's no second chance to do anything else.
So, but most of the times the goalkeeper just give up. Spending these many years just being, not getting into the team, or being standby, or being the second goalkeeper. It's a kind of boring. But for me, I think there's a good thing is that I started to learn during this period how the goalkeepers do things, how they perform, what they do during their bad period, how they bounce back. So and this, I can take it an example where it's like 2006 I made my debut into the senior team, but I became a part of the team in 2009. But I was in the juniors and I was in the seniors, so it was like when I come to the senior team, I used to be a standby or never selected to the team, but in the junior team I used to get a chance there. So when I come here in the senior team, I always use that experience into my playing career in the junior team.
Yeah.
So the pressure what you're mentioning is all about what if I commit a mistake? That the question comes to every goalkeepers because you don't have any cover up for that until unless you are forwards helping you to score
Yeah.
more goals than what you consider. So it's all about from here. But some goalkeepers are really mature enough to manage that pressure in a short span of time. But for me, it took a long time to understand and accept it.
Okay. I like that you've gone back to the very start of your career, because the next question that I was heading to was mental health has come a long way in sports, even in hockey now with Paddy. Versus when you started, I don't think there was anything related to mental health. So, do you think that has added more pressure because now you're aware of these things?
No, now you know that this thing can happen. Your knowledge is your strength. So people are, getting updated information about your mental pressure, how to handle that, how to overcome that. So these things are good for any players to know and to apply it, so that they will be in a perfect position when it comes to big tournaments. But I believe that we need to include these things into the juniors, because
Right.
that's the times where you are putting the base. From the grassroots level, you include this mental health or mental training or passing information about mental health to the young kids, so that getting nervous is good.
Yeah.
That's a good sign. But we need to know how to use that nervousness in the positive way. But most of them doesn't know that. On the field, you do blunders. You can't play 100 matches with your 100% performance. There will be up and downs. But knowing how to manage that, knowing it is normal, knowing what is the solution for that, knowing how to get help from somebody. In the young age, when you give that information, when it comes to the senior level, they'll be perfect. They'll be good enough to manage that pressure in the higher level.
If you can put a finger on the biggest difference that Paddy Upton has made in the team when he wasn't there versus when he is now, is there a certain thing that you think ये तो change हुआ है?
See, Paddy used to have normal sessions with us before, but recently in Australia we had a sessions that was I felt like that was one of the best sessions which we had with him. That was like he showed a video clip of a surfer from a surfing competition, and that surfer fall down into the waves, and he was doing the surfing. So he mentioned that time the heart rate used to be like 180 or 190, and then he fall down into the water, and he was underwater for almost 2 minutes. Then he came up again, another wave came, then he was underwater for almost 1.5 minutes. Then he came up, then the other waves came, and he was under for 1 minute or 1.5 minutes. So then he asked us to hold the breath for the maximum. Then the team members, we done in like 1 minute, 1 minute 15 seconds, 1.5 minutes. Then he said, that's not your best. Maybe that's your 20%, that's your 30%. So he said, you can do the double. Then he explained how it used to be like. It's all about from here. It's not about how you are feeling. It's all different, because your mind is something which is programmed like, keep your body safe. So that's why we always get fear. We always get anxious. So he says that don't believe your brain. Just believe that you can do it.
Yes.
And later, personally, I hold my breath for 3 seconds. 3 minutes.
Oh, yeah, I was
Yeah,
concerned.
sorry, yeah. So, that was my best, that
Yeah.
3 minutes holding. Then he says, no, that's not your best. You can hold it for 6 minutes. So, that's what, when he compared hockey with this, he says, see, during a game, situation can happen where you feel like, no, yeah, I'm done. That means you almost reach 30% or 40% of your best. Then remaining 60, you just need to get it. So from here, you should not think. From here, you should think. So that's something which I felt like it's a valuable feedback for us. We felt like, yes, somewhere when you feel like giving it up, you should realize that no, this is only 50% of mine has happened now. The another 50 is remaining.
Incredible. And we've had, on one hand, we've had incredible awareness on mental health. On the other hand, we have social media, right? As the one of the senior most members of the team, do you tell juniors to stay away from social media? Because of social media, you've also had immense fan following.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, that puts a lot of expectations on you as well.
See, I always tell them that keep it in control. You should not avoid it. See, now you are living in 2024. Social media is part of your life, your
Yeah.
career. It's a good platform of business. So use it wisely. That's really important. You just need to talk to your fans. You need to share your content with your fans. But you should know how to control it, how to manage it. Because during a tournament, there will be a lot of online coaches will come up. They started to train you, they started to make comments on your performance.
Yes.
They are there to advise you, they are there to criticize your teammates. So these all things can affect you.
Right.
It's fine, just go to social media, check some funny videos that brings smile on your face. You are enjoying that.
Yeah.
Okay, done. You want to post a picture, don't go and check the comments. Just post it, forget it. If you want to watch something else, just go YouTube, you just watch some shows which makes you happy or informative things. In social media, so you just need to use content like that or promote your brands. It's all good. But if you are not keeping any control on social medias, and when you're overusing it, that is going to be really bad on your performance.
Final two questions. First, I'd like to ask you, has there been a moment in your career where there was immense mental toll on you, and how did you come back? Has there been one, exception where it just got really bad?
See, there were a lot of incidents. That's from my debut itself. In 2006 South Games, when I was playing, that the final was against Pakistan, and that was in Sri Lanka. And the ground, and there was my goal post, and here there was a small fence, and behind fans can come and they can stand. And during that time, the Pakistani team got a huge crowd support, and people who stands behind me, they started to abuse me. So I was an youngster. I was for playing my first senior international finals, and when suddenly people started to abuse me, they used to yell, they used to say bad words. Then that's affected me badly. Then I started to commit mistakes. 1 goal, 2 goals, 3 goals. Then I feel like, nah, I'm done. And that was something which shake me in a bad way. Then after that, I went to my coach. I said, Coach, that was not my best way. Then he said, see, that was not your mistake. So you're learning from it. Just don't think too much. Just learn it and learn the lesson from here.
Yeah.
So then I realized. So that time there were no good seniors who can come up and say that Sri, you should have done like that, or you can ignore it. Then that incident helped me a lot of places. In 2011 when we played against them again, or in 2010 World Cup when I played against them, that time were like, okay, it can happen. You know that it can happen again. So you are mentally preparing for that. Or I can take one more example. Is like 2017 when I was injured. So media always tell me that, okay, Sri, you are the wall of Indian hockey. And during that injured period, another goalkeeper performed really well, and over the night he became the wall of India again. So I felt like these all things may come, these all things goes, but it's all about how you are managing these situations.
Yeah.
So rather than worrying about what others are telling, or what others are thinking, or what others are telling you, it's all about what you are feeling for yourself, and how you are managing your mind and your body. That is really important for me as an individual sports person to become my best version.
And finally, after all the lessons you've learned, after all you've done for Indian hockey, what is the one advice that you would give young Sreejesh that is just coming into hockey?
See, there is no one advice who can become a best goalkeeper or best player. There are no. The first thing is that I always tell to the youngsters is like, learn your basics in the correct way. The latest scientific training method, you should adopt that. Work on your basics. Second thing, you know your limits. You're not, somebody else can't tell me what I need.
Yeah.
If I want water, I feel it. I want water. No one will come and give you water. Oh, you're thirsty. Okay, take water. No. So know your body. You know what action you can go. Push yourself hard. Third, it's most important, hard work. But hard work, people always say like, I work 4 hours, I work 10 hours, I'm not getting result. Why? Because they may doing it in a wrong way. They are learning a wrong technique. I'm working 10 hours. Okay, you are working 10 hours on a wrong technique that will not help you. So that's what I said. The basics is important. Your you should know your limitations, and the hard work has to be there. You without hard work you will not reach anywhere. And the important factor over all of this is like passion.
Yeah.
The passion to your sports and a dream in your sports. That's if it's not there, then the rest of it is like useless.
It's still there. And thank you so much, Sreejesh, for talking to us. I'm sure everyone watching this interview will learn as much as I have.
I want to mention one more thing.
Yeah.
So behind that helmet, the things happens a lot. The pressure. So I can tell the game is 60 minutes. The hockey game is 60 minutes, and the fun part of the mental, how the brain work is like. So if I consider goal, I may not get a ball for another 5 minutes.
Right. So you're there alone with your thoughts.
Yes. So you have a self guilty. It's like, oh, I consider goal. I could have done like that. Oh, how it's going to be. Alright, my team is down. So what is going to be? What is going to happen next? These are the question is going to pump up in your mind. Or the same way, if you make a very good save, another 5 minutes, there's no contact with the ball. Then you make it high. Oh God, I made a wonderful save. Oh, these guys are cheering for me. So for being a goalkeeper, being at the present moment is more important. You've done a save. Okay, done it. Forget what is next. You consider goal. Okay, you made a mistake. Forget it. What is next? So for a youngster, it's more important when you are any sports you are in. You make a mistake. You make a good thing. Just forget it. What is next? That is the important thing.
What is next? And next is Olympics. And we're rooting for you to absolutely kill it.
Thank you. Thank you very much.